Hey, welcome back everyone for some more Spyro the Dragon. And now it's time to head to Haunted Towers. Which, I should say, just a little bit of trivia. Each one of the Spyro games in the original trilogy has a level with the word towers in it. Haunted Towers here, Aquaria Towers in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Enchanted Towers in Spyro Year of the Dragon. But anyways, you get to see these giant knights here as well as these grenade Gnorcs right here. Now, one thing I should say about this particular stage, even though I feel that it's fun, this is definitely one of those stages that will absolutely punish you if you make a big mistake, so do be very, very careful here. And always be sure to go to a fairy too, because she'll grant you Superflame with her kiss. As you can see, the Superflame absolutely obliterates any kind of chest, excluding strong boxes. Now there's two types of knights in this level. There was the one that I tried to get past before. They'll just simply block your way. Well, the other variety you definitely want to be more careful of, which I wasn't really careful of that wizard there, but I think there's one up here. Yeah, that knight over there, that's definitely one in which you don't want to get too close without the Superflame, or else it'll wallop you. As you can see, it's going to take you several tries just to get everything here because of the Superflame. Especially if you want to get to this first section here, you have to get rid of these knights right here. Now, Haunted Towers is home to 3 dragons and 500 gems. Just make sure that past me got everything, apparently. Now before you progress to the level, I highly suggest getting the Superflame one more time. And the big reason for that is simply because there's more knights up ahead. Now there is a fairy beyond that, but at least for me anyway, it's just better off just to take care of these knights immediately. That way you won't have to backtrack that much whenever you get to the other fairy. Definitely makes life a lot easier. As you can see, the fodder here once again are these magical bouncing mushrooms. And there's the level's first dragon right there.
Hey Spyro, all dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
Is it just me, or I find it really weird how he says the word kiss. Whenever I first played this game, I was wondering what the heck he was saying there. And then I thought about it, I'm like, oh, he must have meant kiss. But yeah, really didn't exactly enunciate that word very good, did he? Unless it's just me, I don't know, maybe I'm just being silly, but... Of course, be really careful when checking around this building here. Of course, I get rewarded with another extra life. And then over here is that fairy that I was talking about before, which, if you didn't take care of the knights before you took the whirlwind before, then you really have to hustle in order to get to that first part there, but you can do it as long as you're quick, but it's much harder. And I was wrong, apparently Superflame does destroy strong boxes. I couldn't even remember if it did or not. So I was wrong in that department. It's not like I've been the first time I've been wrong while doing a commentary on this. It's a good thing that I'm watching this again, just simply to see what all I did 2.5 years ago. Now you do have to supercharge through here. You really don't have an option here unless you feel like carrying the Superflame with you. Which, unless you're quick, I'm not even sure Superflame will even last this long. And of course in this room is a dragon, which apparently past me wants to rescue.
Hold your horse. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Gnorc.
Yes, he sure will. As you can see, we have less than 10 dragons left to rescue in the entire game, so we're really reaching the twilight of our journey here. As you can see, going the wrong way on the supercharge does not give you the supercharge ability. Which, I'm sure I said that before, but I just want to reiterate that. Okay, just supercharge through here. Now this one's tricky. Not nearly as bad as any that was in treetops, but still, it may take you several tries to reach to this point. And your reward is rescuing another dragon, which is in here.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
Why, thank you. Though I think there would definitely be a statement that Jed would probably be better off saying to me, because his was a lot tougher than yours. Now, here's a room that can be extremely aggravating, and the reason for that is, you have to really hustle to get to the top here, or else this wizard will activate all these knights, and especially that last knight right there, he will block your way, and the only recourse you can do from there is go out of the room and go back in. And your reward for reaching the top is this permanent Superflame, which you can tell because the fairy is dressed in yellow instead of purple. Purple fairies just give you temporary Superflame, whereas this yellow one gives you permanent Superflame. Well, permanent is in terms of just how long you're in this level, so... But yeah, you don't have to worry about your Superflame running out just as long as you have the yellow fairy kissing you. And it will last throughout the duration that you're here on Haunted Towers. Which is going to come in really handy. First things first, I need to go back out here and take out this strong box. And it's a good thing you did because of that treasure that you got there. Now, Super Flame doesn't work on the explosive chests, as you can see. It just acts like a normal flame against those, but that's to be expected. Before we go there, might as well check out these other doors. Of course, these knights are no match for the Super Flame now. If you could get to that point early like I did, then this rest of the level should be a piece of cake. Although, to be honest with you, I think the game intended you to find that last. But the way I see it, as long as it's there, if you can take advantage of it early, why skip it? Even those grenade Gnorcs, you just flame them, and I don't know if you noticed, but not only do you flame them, but the grenades go off automatically because of the intense heat of the Super Flame. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game intended you to have your normal flame, or at least the regular Super Flame, until you get to the exit portal, rather, if I could speak English. And then you gotta go back and get the Super Flame. Of course, one last strong box here. Should be getting close to 500 treasure here. And there we go, we rescued all 3 dragons and got 500 gems, so that means we can get out of here. Oh no, a very fun stage. But like I said before, this stage will punish you if you are careless or you make a mistake, so be sure that does not happen, so... But thank you guys so much for watching this, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and I'll be seeing you guys again next time.